Hello everybody. This video covers AI Spam Detector application. In this project, we will gonna explore that how spam detector, a basic spam detector application using C++ can be made. I will gonna explain you the logic, the code, and the working of it. So, if you have learned C++, you can do practice by creating this project on your own. So this will be an amazing project for you. So let's start.
Okay, so let's see the output of spam message detector application. This application uses naive Bayes algorithm in machine learning. So this application works like this. It takes a input message, then it analyzes, it predicts the message, that whether the message is um, a spam message or a ham message. Now let's enter a message like free offer, congratulations, you have won a lottery. Okay, now it's predicting. It has declared that the message is a spam message, which is correct, that this is a spam message, right? So let's enter. Now let's enter another message. For example, let me enter hello Lakshya, meet me at 6 a.m. Now this is a ham message, it is not a spam message, right? So uh, this is the functionality of spam message detector, that it takes an input and predicts that whether the message is a spam message or not. Okay, so let's see the logic behind it and how it is built. One file. Okay, so there are three files: ham.txt, spam.txt, and spamdetector.cpp. Okay, so ham.txt, in this file, it contains the words, the sentences that normal messages have. Like it contains it contains a lot of normal messages, not a lot of normal words used by people. Okay, and the spam.txt is a file in which uh, there are a lot of words which is used in spam messages, like win, free, money, now, claim your free reward, etc. There are a lot of words. So to understand how to build this application spamdetector.cpp, you should have a basic knowledge of these following concepts. Like you should have basic knowledge of these header files, basic functions, basic functions, and etc. And you should know file handling functions, basic object-oriented programming, range for loop, looping statement, conditional statements, operators. Okay, sleep function using straight chrono and ANSI codes, like these are optional. So you should have basic knowledge of these concepts. The basic outline of our C++ file is that there is a class. There is a class that is our class spam detector, and we have included all these header files that have listed here. Okay, then using name std basic. Okay, then there is a main function. So let's go into the our class, that is class spam detector. So in the class spam detector, there are 4 attributes which are declared. First of all, spam words, ham words, and total spam words and total ham words. Now what are spam words? It is a map. So it contains 2 things. First, that is string. Those are the words from spam.txt, and an integer. It is the weight. It is the word count of that word. Yeah. Okay. So, like for example, there is a word free, or there is a word lottery. Okay, lottery is a word in spam.txt, and then spam words will contain the string, that is lottery, and it will have the number of occurrences of that word in spam.txt. Similarly, ham words contains the ham words from ham.txt and the weight of it. Total spam words are total ham words. We will discuss what are these two variables, attributes. Okay, so first of all, we will declare these two attributes, that is total spam words and total ham words, to 0 in our constructor, because we will gonna increment these two attributes later. In our class there are 4 attributes, and there are 4 main functions, 4 main methods which are important. Okay, so first of all there is tokenize for tokenization, then train method to train the model, word probability to find out the probability of the word with for being it as a spam word or ham word, then the predict method which will predict that whether the message is ham or spam. Okay, so how the flow of this system is that, first of all we will gonna train the model, then while loop is there for multiple for taking inputs from for multiple times, like for example that user will enter a message, then it will predict, then it will tell that whether it is spam or ham, then it will ask the user again. Let's understand first simple method, that is tokenize. Tokenize is a method which will gonna tokenize this message, which will gonna tokenize the text into words. It has the functionality of feature extraction, that it means that it simply means that it will take a parameter txt and it will break it down into words. So it will have a local variable, that is vector string v. It is an array of strings, each string is a word. Okay, so we have taken string ss string word, then range for loop, then we have converted all the words, all the characters into lowercase, so that capital F small rare small, I mean to say that and these two words are same words, hence we have converted the whole text into lowercase, and then we have converted it into words using string. I am not explaining it because it is basic and we have already discussed that you should know what is string. I'm just going to explain you the logic, because if I'm going to explain everything in this which is basic, it will take a very long time. Tokenize is a function which converts text into words, which is a vector of strings, which is a dynamic array of words. Okay, then there is our another method, that is train. It simply does only 4 things, that is it opens the file, then read it, and then it count words and build the maps. It simply opens the file that is passed in the parameter file name. It opens the file in read mode, and then it looks and read each line. Tokenization is done, each line is converted into a vector of strings. Then then there is another parameter, that is spam. It tells that whether this file is spam.txt or ham.txt. If it is spam, if is spam equal to spam, that is here spam is a constant declare above, which is 1. If is spam equal to 1, that is the file name is spam.txt, then this will execute. Else it is a ham.txt, then this block will execute. Okay, so it simply just takes each word from the vector of strings token, which is returned by tokenize function. Okay, then each word is inserted in spam words, and the weight of that word is increased, and the total number of spam words is incremented. So let's understand what is happening here. Here we insert word S into spam words map. Okay, when we execute this statement, it means that the word, if the word already exists in the map, then it will not be inserted again. Okay, but if the word does not exist in the map, it will be inserted in the map. And then we do the implementation. What does it mean? That each map has its value, that is integer value. It is set to 0 by default, but when we do implementation, it is incremented by 1. Okay, for example, let me give an example, that there is a word free, which is in spam.txt. Okay, so we are inserting this word in spam words. So for the first time, it will have by default 0, but we are incrementing, so it will have value 1. But let's suppose that free word came again, then free word is actually already in, it already exists in the map, so it will not be inserted in the map. It will just be incremented by 1, that is, now it will, the value of word free will be 2. Okay, total spam words will be incremented. It denotes that how many words are there in spam.txt. Similarly, it is for ham. This is train method. So hence the model is trained. What is done? The words from the spam.txt or ham.txt is inserted into the map, and the frequency of each word is stored in the map in the form of value. Then there is another method, that is word probability. It takes two parameters, word and each spam. Each spam denotes whether the each spam denotes that whether it, we are dealing with the spam words or ham words. Okay, so if we want to deal with the spam word, that if we want to find the probability of the spam word, then each spam will be 1, that is true. Then this block will execute, else this block will get this data. There are 4, I mean to say, there are 3 local variables: total words, word count, and vocabulary size. Total words equal to total spam words, and here we just do one thing, that is, here we find out the total number of word count of the word in spam word in the model, that is spam word map. Then we assign it to word count. Total words is the total number of words in our spam.txt, and vocabulary size is the total length of the map. Okay, so these are 3 variables, and we use a formula, that is this, and we calculate the probability of it. To find out the probability of it, we use this formula in naive algorithm, and we return the probability of it. Okay, so that's how word probability works. Then predict method. In this method, we are going to predict whether the message is ham or spam. So we tokenize the message, which is taken as a parameter. There are 2 variables, spam score and harm score, which is assigned to 0, initialized to 0. We tokenize the message into tokens, and we iterate over it using init for loop. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to calculate the spam score and ham score. To calculate the spam score, we are going to add log of the probability of the word when probability of the word it is spam, and this will gonna add up into spam score. And similarly, we are gonna calculate ham score. We pass our word comma spam means true. This is a constant declared above, which is assigned true, and spam is a constant which is assigned false. Okay, so hence spam score and ham score is calculated. If spam score is greater than ham score, it means that the message is spam. If ham score is greater than ham score, then it means that it is a ham message, right? So here, if spam score is greater than ham score, we print that it is a spam message, else it is a ham message. So this is the minimalistic explanation of how spam detector.cpp works. We are calculating here the confidence and spam score also. So confidence, we use this formula to calculate the confidence of or that it is a spam message, and we use this formula for telling the confidence percentage that of whether it is ham message. Okay, and in the last we just print the spam score and ham score. I have used these two extra optional functions for looking it better, and for just as UI to appeal the eyes. This function delay just act as a sleep function which sleeps the computer for ms milliseconds, and animate this animates the file. Like we in the output we see that predicting, it is written predicting, and then dot dot. This kind of animation is done by this animate, which is optional. You can read this and you will understand what does it how does this work. Okay,
So in conclusion, we have discussed that how AI spam detector works. Actually, AI spam this model is trained over two text files, that is spam.txt and ham.txt. Then after the training of this model, we give input, then it does the processing, it does the prediction, and we get the output that whether the message is spam or ham. So in this way, basic model can be made like this. It uses naive bias ML algorithm, machine learning algorithm. So there are various improvements that can be done here, but I have made these applications very basic to understand it easily.